Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate. This video is an introductory one about what is known now in the world as Islamic economics. The world today is in a big turmoil economically. This is caused by two kinds of things. One, the system has tremendous defaults the way it is in the world today. The capitalist system, the market system, which is essentially good, but it was abused very often. This is one thing. And the second thing is the mentality of people, especially the mentality of business that is done in the world today. The result of all these are crisis after crisis, financial crisis that is always carried into the real market crisis, laying off of employees, of workers, poverty, great discrepancy between the rich and the poor. In today's world, 26 people own as much as the half of the population own of the whole world. That is as much as about 4 billion people. That is gross unfairness. That is gross injustice. Add to it the crisis that we run through one after the other, and of course, especially the last crisis of 2008 that continued, and we still carry its effects until now. All that call and open the eyes for a need for revision of our system and revision of our mentality. The finance system allows for huge amounts of resources, human resources and material resources, monetary resources especially, allowed to be used, all these resources to be used in fakeness, in a way that does not add to the creation of food and other consumable goods in the world, or to any services to human beings. By trading virtual assets, trading options, futures, and whatnot, all that does not help the economy. Rather, it does pull resources from the real market. The poverty is increasing instead of declining at the world level. What is needed is both change of system and also a change of mentality. For the change of the system, let me begin with the market system. The market system is beautiful. The functions of demand and supply determine prices, determine goods. That is a very good thing and excellent thing. But we need to amend it to pour resources into the market rather than withdraw resources from the market and put them on the other sides of virtual assets. We need to amend the distribution of income in the market. Income is not distributed fairly because there are people who simply because they own funds and these funds are not used economically, yet they earn interest on them. What is needed in the market is to allow the functions of the supply and demand to work for distributing income in a just way instead of allowing income to be to capital that is not used in any economic productive way, a way that produces goods and services. We also need to amend that functional distribution through the non-profit sector by improving, by protecting and ameliorating the non-profit sector, especially by creating an internal mechanism of transfer of wealth from the rich to the poor. That transfer of wealth will benefit both, will benefit the market, will enhance the market. And so we need an internal mechanism. This is offered in the Islamic economic system through the mechanism of zakah, which is required on both wealth and income. We need to amend our understanding of taxes. We need to redistribute income in a fair way and redistribute wealth also in a fair way by amending our understanding of taxation. Why should we exempt financial assets from taxes? They should be subject to taxes like any other assets. Same thing, we need to amend the distribution of income that is done in the market through the non-profit sector, through a mechanism of transfer of some amount or some percentage of income from the rich to the poor. In our future videos, we will give more on details on all these. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, and praise is always been to God, not to anybody else.